Stevenator playing Hattori and Ornamus bringing out the Brynn.
Well, that's really interesting, seeing that we've seen Queen Knight from Ornamus almost the entire tournament.
3, 2,
Going to Blackguard, no less.
brawl.
Both players opted for the
like
neutral,
that.
but Ornamus just staying on the side. Once Ornamus realized that his weapon spawn didn't favor him, he got the fuck out.
Got in with the dive kick.
Ornamus still looking for a
Stevenator
weapon.
just keeping him away from the weapon.
And just
Finally
following
gets
him.
the axe.
Finds the
Gets
axe.
Sprays off.
Yeah. That mine placed in a dangerous spot. Finds some sidelights. Both players not really finding any real means to converge, which kind of benefits the Brynn. He just wants to get those reads, he just wants to get those hits. Doesn't really want any strings.
Punishing Stevenator for that neutral sig.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna stick to the air and just try to avoid getting into those down light combos from
Yeah.
Steve. But
he's got-
still keeping the pressure on, carrying him around the map.
He's got a Tori in the orange.
Ornamus with the ground pound.
Excellent use of the spacing with the axe. Just use the sidelight to get a small follow-up, whether it's a weapon throw or...
Then followed up with an error with a D-light. I'm not
Yeah.
sure he meant to do that exactly. Left him open, and Stevenator capitalized on that.
Uses the bomb to throw it off the stage, picks up the axe. Brynn,
Eve, a side light away, and there it is for
the
the first
side
knock.
air almost feels like that was calculated. He didn't throw out a single side air at Stevenator until he felt like that he could end the stock. And he did well. Lead ends up going to Ornamus. Stevenator looking for a weapon. Finds it, gets the spear.
Picks it back up, and goes for the trade.
Yep, goes to the trade, ends up taking some damage himself, but ends the stock, and in a sense it's worth it. If Hattori can find a way to get an insane amount of strings off here with a sword, he'll be in good shape. But Brynn is kind of dictating the pace of the match. He's being able to get his hits in there and there, and overall get more damage. But there it is, those sword
Stevenator
strings.
still piecing his game plan together.
Yeah, but we're starting to see those sword strings that we're used to seeing from Stevenator. Putting Brynn into the yellow, now into the orange.
The question is, will he allow himself to be carried out, knowing Stevenator's playstyle?
Well,
Very
let's
nice
see.
weapon throw.
Yeah. But now both players in the red, and it seems like Stevenator's got
Going for the
momentum.
recovery, taking another stock off Ornaments.
I guess Ornamus just didn't feel like he was going to go that high with the spear, but he just followed him everywhere that he went.
Ooh,
That's the
hitting
spike
with the
ball.
ball.
Another
Hitting
hit.
with the ball again. Almost a three-piece.
Moving with the...
Ends up eating the damage.
He was just waiting for that air dodge to come up before tossing the ball and punishing Stevenator for his early option.
Nice read from Ornaments getting that neutral light off.
And dodging the neutral sig. Stevenator's recovering low.
Flying.
But misses the stage and pulls a Z. Uncommon from Stevenator. But the stocks are back to even. Steve slightly in the lead.
To get the side air off, and a down air.
Oof. Goes for the side air but barely misses. It only takes a few axe hits for Brynn to be able to make this game go back to even, if not in her favor. Stevenator finds that D-light combo.
Once Steve finds his rhythm, though, it's dire straits for Ornaments.
Yeah.
Goes for the recovery and gets punished hard.
Brynn opting for the axe throw into the spear, using his neutrals just to really punish
Goes
Stevenator's
for the
position.
down sig and lands. Can he get the neutral air off? Doesn't find
Not
it.
seeing it, but there's the weapon toss.
But that's leaving Ornaments unarmed again.
Yeah, unarmed and struggling
So
to
he's
find a
forced
weapon.
into that zone.
These spawns aren't
And
favoring him.
Hattori is going to be able to aggress if he wants to.
Yep, Stevenator's just going to follow him all across the map. As long as the weapon spawns continue not to favor him, Stevenator gets to get back his...
Like, catches the ball.
both players playing
Dodgeball
catch.
here in Blackguard.
Yeah. Most of
Weapon
these
throw
weapon
for the
throws.
denial and picks up the sword.
And a neutral air to kill off the top.
Clear for the first match.
It's an odd move to see ending a stock, but I guess Brynn was damaged enough from the weapon tosses and the spike ball throws to be able to do that. And game one goes to Stevenator.
Thunder and Twilight band out. Looks like we're going to Mammoth Fortress. This time Ornamus bringing out the Cassidy.
Bringing out Cassidy. Insane attack stat. Maybe we'll see some unarmed options. But we're on Mammoth Fortress. Stevenator sticking with Hattori. Stevenator finds his weapon first. Cassidy trying to get in, but it's just getting punished by Stevenator's weapon throws in his unarmed combat. Looking scoop
for that
down
air.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Little hesitant to go for stomp combos against Stevenator playing Hattori, but speak of the devil, she manages to land one and hits him with the neutral sig. Goes for another lasso, doesn't catch.
Punishes with the side air. That's Stevenator in the orange.
Not opting for the weapon throw, finally decides to throw it.
Decides to throw it and gets punished almost immediately by a D-light in the side air.
Voids the bomb, gets Stevenator into the red.
Going for signature punishes and just holding her ground in the center. Stevenator can't really find an opportunity to approach. He's getting thrown to the red and thrown off stage. Goes for the side air punish, but misses. And then a side air neutral sig punch of his own.
Combo, double neutral, and takes Cassidy off stage.
Excellent persistence from Stevenator, not even giving him a chance to dodge through those moves. Neutral sig into gravy cancel neutral sig, but then Cassidy follows up with his own maneuver right there. Ground pound.
Very smooth, bouncing the hammer, catching it.
Yeah.
That looked cool as hell.
It was flashy.
Back to the guns for Ornamus.
Goes for the gun spacing, but allows Stevenator to get inside so he gets some unarmed in. Goes for the spear.
Stevenator making some mistakes, eating some unnecessary damage from Ornamus, but following up with a nice spear combo, looking to chain even more into it.
Spacing himself above Cassidy just right so that he can get some down airs and some neutral lights off. Finds the sword
Just
combo.
the downlight off the misinput from Ornamus there.
Yeah. He's positioning his neutral signatures, gravy or regular, in a way to force the Cassidy to go above.
Air.
Goes for a recovery kill but gets punished by a down air from the Cassidy.
Both players at red.
Opting to throw their weapons, but Stevenator's off stage. Ornamus just doesn't want to go off stage. No matter who the player, what the situation, he sticks to his center. Oh!
And he gets the hammer recovery.
He goes for the weapon throw, threatens the ground pound, but Cassidy spaces the weapon recovery and ends the stock. Takes the lead.
Gets the down air. And avoids the bomb. Still looking for another down air. Misjudges the spacing on that down sig from Hattori.
Yeah, I think he already thought it was over. And ends up getting clipped by the last few hitboxes. But he doesn't die. He maintains his stock. He's gonna try to get whatever damage he can.
Out on Stevenator.
Will we see some down airs?
Down air.
Still hasn't ended the
stock. As long as Ornamus can hang out and he can fish for that down air just to rack up some more damage before he dies, he's golden, but he does get pushed off the map by that side air.
That D-Light side air is just so great for confirming kills in the red
Throws the ball and gets the hit. Yep. Goes for the dive kick, punished hard.
Ooh, nearly lands on the landmine there.
Back with the hammer, lands the recovery.
Yeah.
And comes back up.
Ornamus is doing a great job with the hammer recovery of just punishing how aggressive Stevenator likes to be in the air and taking advantage of the priority of that grab.
Ooh, gets the side sig. Loads of pressure coming out from Ornamus right now.
Excellent coverage with his D-Lights as well. But Stevenator carries him off the stage.
Stevenator trying to push him out with those lightning fast sword attacks. Get the ground pound.
And those are all of his jumps.
And that's it.
That's the game. 2-0 in favor of Stevenator. But this is a best of 5. We have another match to go to see whether or not Stevenator can actually take the grand finals of Gravy Cancel Sunday 3.
Stevenator banning out Thunder and Twilight.
Makes sense. Twilight with the stage hazards, Thunder with the deceptive center stage, things that players don't like to deal with if they really enjoy just a straight-out center stage focused brawl.
Both players sticking to their characters.
Ornamus not opting to change from Cassidy. But yet, even though both those stages are banned, we still have King's Pass with that famous shenanigan zone.
And there will be shenanigans.
Indeed.
Stevenator opening up with some nice damage, getting her into a deep yellow. Ornamus getting that unarmed out from Cassidy.
Yeah,
that famous
getting the
Cassidy
damage
unarmed.
Yeah. It's always interesting to see Ornamus in a situation in neutral where he doesn't have weapon spawns near him, because he never tries to contest.
Very good spacing from Ornamus, gets a few side airs out, and manages to get the stomp neutral sig combo.
Yeah, the stomp neutral sig combo is pretty great. Seeing that lasso connect, that grab is just devastating. Whoever gets hit by it. Nice scoop, though.
Ooh, hits the dare and the neutral. First stock coming off stage.
Amazing follow-up from Cassidy. That wasn't a true combo either. That was just him reading Stevenator's movement and punishing him accordingly. Picks up the guns. Stevenator goes for the recovery.
just looking to get a little bit of damage, maybe get another recovery kill off. Goes for the ground pound, drops his spear, looking for a sword, I think. Disco. Stevenator letting Ornamus know that he is not afraid.
No, indeed. Trying to get him with whatever he can. As the sword's just hanging around the center of the stage, but he can't really get in. Once Ornamus has, like, the center of a stage that he's on.
Find a way through. Might go for the uppercut, can't quite get the spacing for it. Ornamus denying Stevenator of weapons and taking him into deep yellow.
Denies the weapons and uses them against him to damage him with his weapon tosses. Goes for the D-air, misses.
Very nice preemptive weapon throw from Ornamus.
This is the kind of map that really benefits Ornamus' playstyle of hit and keep away, right? Because it's like 2 stages. Whatever stage he gets,
side air
he can take advantage of. But still, Stevenator manages to get in, spaces the side air, and ends the stock. Cassidy struggling to find ground. Finally hits him with some sidelights.
Quick gun combos.
Yeah.
Looking for the side air to try and finish the job, but Steve knows the aggression is coming, and he's looking for that down air. He finds it. But not much else.
No. Ends up going for the unarmed to stop him from the
goes for the neutral.
Stevenator's in the red, but right now I feel like he's got control. For the first time ever, we're seeing Cassidy going for some signature punishes, but they're not landing. The lasso, however.
Lands a lasso.
And that kills off the top. 2-1 in favor of Ornamus. Both players just messing around in the neutral right now. Goes for the spike ball. Constantly hitting it back and forth. Ornamus going for the side sig punish, but misses and gets hit by Stevenator's spike ball. Again!
Stevenator playing that spike ball like a real champ.
Yeah. Goes to the mine. Nearly lands.
Almost steps on it. Gets that ball off the field.
See him pick up the sword, but Ornamus is perfectly fine.
Goes for the neutral and gets caught by Ornamus' neutral.
Yeah. Ornamus is perfectly fine.
Off with that sword
just running away and sitting on another part of the stage. Stevenator is struggling to get in with his side airs.
Ornamus back with the guns. Maybe looking for a ground pound in the shenanigan zones and one transitions from platform to platform. Instead, gets some neutral damage off on Steve.
Excellent weapon coverage.
Just throwing whatever he can out, looking for the recovery kill. Can't quite get it.
Ooh, excellent bomb lob.
Ooh, and the unarmed combo. Following up, trying to get a ground pound or recovery, but...
There it is. Stevenator really reaching out there to make Cassidy feel like she wasn't safe to recover. And she wasn't. Ends up finishing the stock with a recovery. Excellent delay into down air.
Wow.
Keeping him off the stage.
Incredible guarding from Stevenator.
If he can continue to keep Cassidy out of center, there's no doubt that Hattori's going to have control of this match.
Hattori's sitting in orange.
Going for the signature. But catches him with recovery.
Cassidy's throwing that hammer around, just trying to get a stun window.
With the shenanigan zone.
Out. And the ground pound to take the match.
He went down there for the first time, and what happened? Ends up losing the stock.